Why don't we talk about the final frontier, where we're not talking about service which come closer to our citizens and stuff we put on our body, the fitless bits and the watches and so on and so forth, but well, the next frontier is what we put inside our body. And you're the expert in that. I don't even can imagine.
I thought you were the next volunteer, so you should have imagined.
No, we have said
Oh yeah, sorry. Yeah.
Tell us what you are all about. Please, Tom from Utrecht.
Hello all. In 2013, I got introduced to RFID chip implants, and I think that's the future. And we're now talking about future cities and all. We're talking about smart homes, smartphones, and I think you can have something on you that connects to the new world we're creating, or maybe the next step is to upgrade the human itself and put something into your body which connects to the raw data of the internet. I think everybody knows about all those pacemakers and cochlear implants and insulin pumps and all medical devices. They're great, and they're here to improve your life or sustainability of your personal being. I think now we need to upgrade the body to interact with the new things. A non-medical device, for instance, an RFID chip implant, which we're going to put in somebody, the audience. To stay connected to this new world, to this changing world, the buses are getting smarter, but the human, it's already been said yesterday, evolution is at a standstill. We're not going to develop chips inside of our body. So we have to do that. We have to implant them. This is something you can implant. This is something I sell. This is the most sold chip implant in the world. And near field communication, 1365 megahertz, biocompatible glass. So nothing can go wrong with your body. It's completely safe. Why? Why would you do it? Well, maybe to interact with the cup, the smart cup. Put a chip reader onto it, and then the cup knows who's holding it, instead of somebody is holding it via the RFID, the unique number that's inside. So I'm going to tempt you a little bit. People enter the gym with the chip. You upload the number from the chip into the program of the gym. You don't need a card anymore. You just enter the gym with a swipe of your hand. Enter your office building. Business card. You're now handing out business cards to people you're going to meet, who you're meeting, and they put it in the pocket. They don't know anymore. They forget it. They leave it in their coats. It goes to the dry cleaner. The dry cleaner throws it away. With the chip in your hand, you can put your e-card on it, and somebody scans your hand, and it's automatically updated into your smartphone. So never lose it anymore. Now, this is what I use it for. Maybe you already seen it at the stand. It's a short film of me doing funny things with it. Nope. Shall we try it again? Nope. Well, okay. Oh, there it is. I use it to open the computer, to unlock my telephone. The shop at the door of my shop, it opens with my hand. We don't use keys anymore, so my colleague has an implant as well. And this is, I think this is the most funny thing. Tesla, come on. Let's introduce these kind of things. When you approach the car, so for Tesla, maybe, you know, you approach the car and you don't need the keys anymore. Tesla already has like those nice things that registers that you're there. So one more slide. What's next? Where are we going to go? So this is a creepy picture. This has been done in 2013 in Essen in Germany. And what is it? It's a real big biochip, and it senses the heart rate, a thermometer, and it can even sense movement. And via low energy Bluetooth connected to, or just the Bluetooth connected to a laptop or these kind of things, you can see data onto it. And where are we going up to 2025? I think those small chips the tiny things that I sell, maybe you can have it integrated with a heart rate monitor, a thermometer, a pedometer, so it knows step counting things. And I think this is going to be the future. We're not just going to wear it, we're going to implant it into our body. After this, what's next? An implanted telephone, human-computer interface directly connected to your retina, that you don't need the, like Harold showed, the lens which is connected. You just have it implanted inside of you, and it projects onto your retina. Wow, would be great. I think that's my future. That was my talk. And now, I'm still looking for a volunteer. Is there anybody up for it?
Dan, what's going on?
No, it won't. No, we tried that one. No.
Yeah, and it has to be Christina then. Where's Hannes? Is Hannes here?
No. Yes.
Yes.
Sorry. All right. Like, what could it, besides the doors? What else can it do?
Well, you can store a little bit of data onto it.
How do I access it?
You can access it via your computer, or even really smart via your telephone.
Who else can access it?
If they're close enough to you or put their telephone into your hand, anybody with an NFC reader can read your data. So it's not real secure device yet. Working on Desfire chips, they're more secure. You can really use them for security offices and those kind of things. So. But that's no near-field communication chip, so you cannot put data onto it. Sir? Oh.
Hi, I'm Gabriel. Is it read-only, or can you also rewrite it like normal RFID chips?
Read and write, and you can overwrite the data about 20,000 times. So you can take a whole lifetime.
Okay, so the external somebody else could rewrite the code inside of my body?
No, you can put a code onto it. So people can read your data, but they cannot change the data. So it can only be done with the secure telephone.
Ah, okay, cool.
Yeah. Other questions, maybe? Oh, sorry.
Thank you. So my question, was about privacy, of course. That's already answered. You mentioned about the massification of the RFID chips in people's day-to-day lives. With regards to legislation and policy making, do you have any information on that you can share with us? Where is that going in this direction? Because you mentioned multiple use cases that could potentially improve people's lives, but what are the implications there?
There's no legislation about it. Me as being a body piercer, body modification artist, I have a license to use needles and put stuff into bodies. But the law does not go this high about putting a chip into somebody. They just don't understand it. And everything they don't understand yet is no legislation about. So, cool. No problem.
So my understanding is that not only is this already being used on pets, but in some areas it's actually, and I forget where, it's actually required. That pets, I think it may be in Berkeley actually, that the dogs that go through the pound are automatically chipped. Is this the same, are we basically talking about the same chip, the same type of technology?
Same sort of technology, yeah. The chips for cats and dogs in the Netherlands, there's a legislation about it. Your dog should be chipped. If not, it's illegal. It's a similar kind of chip, but the only thing the cat and dog chip is it's just RFID, radio frequency identification. So there's a number. The number corresponds via computer to the name of the dog and the owner, and that's it. The chips that I brought, the near-field communication chips, it's a step further because you can actually store data onto it yourself. You can upload like a URL or even a text message or an email, those kind of things. You can just put it on, and with the cats and dogs, you cannot do that. Also, there's a frequency difference. The frequency of the cat and dog chip is 125 kilohertz, and that's actually the same as the one I use, or same sort, the same kilohertz, as what I use to open the door from the car. And I have another chip, I got 3 in total. So I got a UID, near field communication, different frequency UID.
And what's the maximum range on these right now?
5 centimeters, 10 centimeters, but it's up to the external battery that gives in the electricity feed. How strong is that battery that grows the distance?
So theoretically, could a satellite track you?
No, it's no GPS. And for a satellite to put out so many radiation or electricity beam, it's gonna fry the whole world. So no, don't be scared about that. They can track you via your telephone, though.
Hello, hello. Ooh. So how aware of this technology is the medical community, and could this be used to save my life?
Maybe, if there is a possibility of for your electronic patient documents to have a link to that when you have a car accident or traffic accident and you cannot talk, you're out of it. They can scan you and they know, okay, don't give him penicillin because he's allergic to penicillin. So yeah. But then it's going to be government regulated. Then it's going to be then there's no fun anymore for us now to play with it. Or when stuff like this is going to be government regulated, we have a different problem. And even if more countries will do so, if it will be hooked up onto your passport, that you need a passport and the chip to verify that it's you. Yesterday I had a talk with Katrina, and we were talking about illegal immigrants. if you track an illegal immigrant or if you capture them and you scan them, you can send them back from where they came from, where they have left because of there is a trouble in their country. So, no, let's keep it just business-wise.
Third question means free chip.
Did you get approached by the Secret Service? Because I think that's a kick-ass way for data encryption.
Secretly, I am NSA, but don't tell anybody. No,
Okay.
we did not get approached.
As far as I understood, there are sniffers as well, RFID sniffers. That is something which relates to that question. I mean, you go into a shop, for example, and they do have a bigger force field, like it's going into meters, not centimeters anymore. And did you try and walk around with a sniffer and see where are RFID chips where all of us don't know?
No,
they are?
I did not try that. That's not. I think that's. I know there are more of these things in development, but that's because of our new bank cards also have RFID and NFC chips inside of them. So criminals are walking around and sniffing out your wallet instead of just pickpocketing. They just digitally grab your money, and you can store your Bitcoin keys on it as well. Yeah, but if you do, don't tell anybody. Last year I did 2 chips in somebody, and he Mr. Bitcoin he's called. He stored like a couple of 100 bitcoins or the codes of his bitcoins onto the chips, and then he talked to 14 newspapers all over the world. 2 days after, he took off the numbers from the bitcoins because it's not safe anymore. If you put on stuff, talk to your wife about it or to your boyfriend, but not to the whole world. Just leave it be.
I guess it's kind of easy to get it in your body, but what if I change my mind and I want to get rid of it? How easy can I get?
You take a fork and a...
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. No, that was the abortion part, no kidding.
No, it does not hurt a lot.
So Hannes did it, right? You see it here?
You can take it out. You can take it out very easily. It just, oh, you didn't have a car, sorry. Then you have to go by train to Utrecht, and you come to me, and I take it out for free, of course, just for, no. The tissue beneath, yes you can. The tissue beneath the chip is really soft. Just press it. It doesn't hurt.
How big is it?
12 millimeters, 1.2 centimeters.
Can I roll it around?
Oh yeah, but it doesn't. Because if the tissue is beneath the chip is really soft, you can just press it, make a little incision onto where the chip wants to come up, and just press it out, and that's it. It's a really high polished glass, so it's so smooth it will not attach to the skin.
But then, cut a card and run away with it.
Maybe in South America they do that, or maybe in Russia, but not here. Honey, we're gonna go.
Joel?
I don't feel safe anymore.
So,
I think, so you want to go, Philly? Hannes did it.
Hannes jumped up like,
Yeah, we had like 5 volunteers in the other conference. They were more suit people than here, and they were even more progressive than you are, guys. Yeah. No, if you get the chip, you
yesterday
can...
I talked to Max, and maybe he was gonna talk to some credit card company. So maybe one day. Yeah.
If you get it now, you can drive the Alpha for this weekend.
What? Nice. Nice.
Okay, Joel.
so how big is the community worldwide, if you're aware? And from a bioethical group perspective, Is there anyone working that angle?
What angle?
The angle of, what are the negative sides, impacts that this technology can bring to the people?
The customers, there are about 3,000 people in the whole world that have one. And what customers are doing with it, I do not track. Tomorrow I have another...
3,000 just from you?
No.
3,000?
There's 6 people in the world that do this.
Okay.
I'm European based. So tomorrow I'm going to go to another conference and do another speak. And there, a year ago, I did 10 people as a testing for 1 year trials of developing more stuff for the near field communication chips that we implanted on them. So tomorrow I'm going to know more about what's been built to do with the chip.
Does it beep beep at the airport?
No. No.
So, good reason. So
totally
one of you
safe.
3, everybody had like 3 or 4 questions, so I think you want to go? Feli, what's going on? Yay, Feli!
No. See, last time I was in this position, I got a tattoo. I regret it several times.
But this you can take out. The tattoo you cannot remove, or well, it's a little bit different.
Yeah,
Yeah.